Hi, I'm Antonio Centeno, the founder of Real Men Real Style, and today I'm going to be answering a question: what to wear on a date for Friday night. Okay, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button right up there. In addition, if you like this video, if you find it useful, I would appreciate it if you would click on the like button down below. And finally, I'm going to link you to an article which is going to be useful and relevant to what we're talking about, and that's going to be down over here. Okay, so this is a question that came in. Hi Antonio, I have a date on Friday night and I cannot decide what to wear. The restaurant is not too fancy but above the average. This is our first date. I thought the sports jacket, black shoes, dark blue shirt, and light cream pants combination as seen in the attached photo would be appropriate. But a friend of mine said I should wear a light colored shirt instead, and another said I shouldn't wear the sports jacket. I'm really confused. I hope you can help me. Thank you. Okay. So this gentleman, he's got an important date. Sounds like, someone he's really wanting to impress, and he's getting conflicting advice from everyone. That's it's really confusing because this guy, he's trying to put together a great outfit, yet he's hearing from one person to go another route, then he hears the exact opposite from this other person, and I'm sure he's probably asked a few other people, not knowing if I'm going to be able to get back to him before Friday. Well, I am going to be able to get back to you before Friday, even though I'm shooting this on the road. But what I want to hit, sir, maybe I should just start this off with a story, with a parable. And this is one of Aesop's parables. And it's about the boy, the man, and the donkey. And the story goes that a boy and a man and a donkey are walking to town. And somebody passes them and says, oh my gosh, why you have a perfectly good donkey. Why is this old man making this poor little boy walk? So the old man thought about it and he put the boy on the donkey. Then the next person passing by, they see the young boy riding the donkey with the old man walking. They say, such a shame. That old man, he should be on the donkey and the little boy should be leading the donkey. So of course, they listen to these people and they switch. And then somebody else sees this and they're like, oh my gosh, why, wouldn't you use the donkey because you've got this old man who's just, making this poor boy lead him. And so they thought about it, and both the boy and the old man got on top of the donkey. And then the next person, as you can imagine, said, wow, look at the way they're treating that poor animal. What, that they're just overloading it. It looks like it can barely stand. So they thought about this. And then the old man and the boy tied the donkey to a stick, and they carried the donkey. And as they were carrying the donkey over the bridge, the donkey got loose somehow, and the parable doesn't have a happy ending because apparently they all fall to their deaths. Now, I don't want you to get dressed up this Friday night and fall to your death, sir. But the point I'm trying to make is you've got to understand what you look good in. You have to understand your personal style because you're going to hear conflicting advice from every single person you speak with. Everyone has their opinions, and a lot, as my stepdad used to say, they're a lot like, we'll just say everyone's got one. Opinions, but if you want mine, and I've had a little bit of experience dressing men, my first thing is you've got to understand what suits you. You've got to understand what your personal style is. So look at yourself in the mirror and realize that if you're dark complected, you have dark hair, and maybe you're a little bit overweight, you're going to want to look thinner and leaner. And so this jacket is going to work great. But you know what? If you have the body of Adonis, you're a young man, let's say you're light complected, you may find that, a really nice blue dress shirt without the jacket would be perfectly fine because you've got a body which will work with that. I don't know your body type, but I do know that you apparently need to spend some time getting to know what best complements your individual style and go with that. Anything I've got, also check with your date, find out what she's wearing, and at least let her know that you're going to be wearing a jacket. A woman does not like it when she shows up, or when you show up to the door and you outdress her. If she thinks that it's going to be okay to wear jeans and a sweatshirt, she doesn't know necessarily where you're going, you're going to make a bad impression. The fact that you didn't relay this information to her that she needs to be dressed a bit better. And another thing you could do is do some reconnaissance. Go visit the restaurant. I remember whenever I was in the dating pool, I would actually go to the restaurant before and I would look at and see what other people are wearing. Now, unless you're in a major city like New York, you're not going to probably run into any restaurants that require a jacket. But you can look at the patrons and look at the people that are entering and get a feel for, you know, how they dress. Now, when I go to Chicago, I hang out with a lot of Bulgarians, Russians, Ukrainians, and I find that they dress really nice when they go out on the weekends. So look around, find out, are you going to a place that they dress a little bit more upscale, and let your date know again. So, you know, the last thing I'll hit on is listen, but don't be guided by what other people say. Understand what makes you look good and go with it. All right, best of luck. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.